Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Nick, and this is about the new Pokemon Sun and Moon 3DS. Yeah, picked that up the other day, the day it dropped, about 10 in the morning, right after GameStop opened. I drove up there and got it, and it's pretty nice. I really like it. I was skeptical, but no, it's pretty cool. Because before I had the regular XL, well, Yoshi edition, and I have to say I do like this new one better actually. There's a few differences I'll talk about. Not a whole lot. I mean, it is still a 3DS. It's still an XL, so they're pretty much the same size. But it does have a few extra little doodads. But this one was really nice. Served me really well. I'm gonna give it to someone I love. So this one though has some extra buttons on it. Several actually. So ordinarily on the regular 3DS you have these two buttons right here, but these also have these buttons. So you've got two, just like on like a controller or something for a console. You've got two extra buttons. And before I move on, the buttons actually on this one, you're like pushing it down. It's like a real, I don't know. It takes longer to push down. It's more like a real button. This one's more, I don't know. It's just quicker to push. It's like a click. It's got a different click to it, but it feels easier to push, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And both of them are like that. I'm trying to compare it to another button, but I can't think of what it feels like. It feels good. Yeah, you don't have to move your finger hardly at all to fully depress it, so that's kind of cool. Next difference, it still does the that one and that one, so you can still hold it like that if you want to, or like that, or like that. But it does also have a C-stick, which I have yet to use actually. So you got that. You can kind of see it right there. I'll try to put that where you can actually see it. Yeah, a little nub, and it doesn't actually like move. It feels like, and I haven't found anything that uses it yet, but you kind of like rock your finger on it. It feels like a trackball on like those laptop keyboards. You know, you put your finger on it and you just kind of go like this. You don't actually move your finger, you just kind of lean it. It feels like that, but I don't know what the heck it's for yet, but it's there and it's new, so I'll point it out. So this one, the games go in the bottom, which threw me off. Also, they're not black, so I think it looks kind of stupid. Like the old one, you put the game in, and you know you never really saw it. Plus, this was white on this one anyway, and it just looked better. You didn't see it because it was facing away from you when you were playing, so you didn't ever see it. It wasn't down here, but now it's like I don't know. I think it looks. It's not. It's kind of bad. It's not like a. It's just a nitpick. Like it doesn't matter at all because it plays fine. But it just. I don't know. I just think it looks kind of bad. Look at that black, smooth, gray. Yeah, it looks bad. Let's see. C-stick, extra buttons. The 3D is better, and I am not a believer in the 3DS, in the 3D on anything. I think 3D is vastly. I think it's stupid. Um, but the 3D on this is horrible, so I never used it. I turned it off and never used it. And this one, the 3D is better. It's pretty dang good actually, and I still don't use it. So I don't know. Not a big deal really. But yeah, it's got like a face tracking 3D. So if I look this way, look that way, if I turn the 3DS, the camera senses where my face is, so I don't have to hold it very still to get the 3D effect. I can, you know, do my natural movements and stuff like I do, and it displays a lot better. So it is also, it's like slightly bigger, not a whole lot, but like if you look at it, that's pretty, it's pretty even. It's hard to do, obviously. But the black one is just like slightly, you can see it right there, slightly bigger than the other one. And I don't think the screen is any different. I don't know, they might be the same. It would be hard to tell without like a ruler. But like they look to me, I think the screen is, yeah, it does look like it's slightly bigger, maybe like a couple pixels. I mean, that's probably the size difference if there is one. I could just be imagining it. So, slightly bigger, new C-stick, new buttons, cool design, obviously. I will say something though. When I was, oh, and they changed it to the home button is right here. or they made the home button. There's just a home button right here, and the power button's actually right here on the front, which feels like you could accidentally hit it pretty easily. But also the stylus comes out of the bottom now. Oh yeah, I'm kind of all over the place, but if I have another negative, I would say that the original 3DS XL, so you pop this out, it slides out really easily, and you can feel it like click into place. I mean, it feels really nice. This one, it feels like it was made to click into that, which obviously it was. This one feels like plastic on plastic. Like the only thing that's holding it in is the plastic being slightly tighter. So like there's no satisfying click. I mean, it kind of pushes in. So I don't know. I mean, see, some fuzz got in there too. But like, see, you just it's not. I don't like that at all. I feel like, you know, if I pull that out 300 times, that's gonna wear loose, and the stylus is just gonna fall out. That's what it feels like. So kind of a small nitpick again, but I don't know. Figured I'd mention it. The volume feels about the same. I think it probably is the exact same speakers. See, I have no objective way to test that, so feel the sound sounds good. It's, you know, for a portable console, you know, the Pokemon music. You know, sounds about what you'd expect. Yeah. I'll show you the 3D. You won't be able to see. You probably can't even see the screen. But yeah. That was just a joke. But yeah. So it's pretty cool. I like it. It's slightly faster. I've noticed, like the apps. I will save real quick and exit. So I'll sort of save the game. So the menus and everything. I don't even think this is going to focus, honestly. Anyway, they do load faster. Like when you start it up and the icons are popping up, you know, your settings, your game, your different games you have installed, they pop up a lot quicker. Applications load faster, like notifications, they pop up quicker. It's nice. So that is cool. So if you don't have a 3DS at all, I do definitely recommend the new one because it's got a few features that are just nicer. So just a couple things, and they're like the same price anyway. If you're going for the XL, which I do recommend because the bigger screen is infinitely nicer. Yeah, so if you don't have one, get the new 3DS XL, of which there's a few styles coming out, and there's also the Galaxy out right now as well, which is also 200. This was also 200. Charger port is like right there in the middle. So that's pretty much it for the 3DS. I want to mention something. When I switched from this one to this one, I transferred everything. I transferred all the SD card stuff, and when I took the back off, there's these little tabs here. You put your thumbnail or your fingernail under, and you pull it, and you unscrew these two screws. Like, it felt so cheap. I was like, it's gonna snap, and I'm gonna cry because I can't even imagine what it would cost to replace that now. Like, a lot of money, probably. So, yeah, it felt like it was just going to snap. And I was really careful with it, and I put it back on. And it obviously didn't, but, like, just I would be careful with it because if you're swapping, or if you want to put, the SD card's actually in here. So you have to take this off to put a new SD card in it. So, which, another thing I don't really like, but I guess it does kind of, I don't know, there's probably some reason they did it, obviously. But just be careful when you're taking that off, even on the Galaxy or anything like that, because I think it's the exact same back. So, yeah, I didn't like that. Made me uncomfortable, but other than that, this is totally fine. Went smooth. The system transfer went very smooth. I do recommend doing the transfer on the computer because it was much faster. And then the system transfer itself, to transfer like the network ID and all the games and stuff, or the saves, took about, I think it was about 15 minutes to go from this to this. So that was cool. And I just did it wirelessly by setting them next to each other. So that worked out really well. Overall, very happy with it. Very cool. Yeah, I don't play it as much as I'd like, but I'm just playing some Pokemon on it right now. Basically, just waiting for Sun and Moon to come out, and I jam those when I get them. I'm gonna start with Moon, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you can get one of these, you should definitely pick it up because it's really freaking pretty too. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I've got some more videos coming up about some more random stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.